Buffalo are a rare sight in the Willamette Valley, but you can see them in Scio, at Rain Shadow El Rancho. Owned by Karen and Joe Schueller, the ranch is comprised of 145 acres. And they don't just raise buffalo. The farm is also populated by chickens, ducks, rabbits, and turkeys.
We try to raise the animals in as natural an environment as we possibly can. So I think that's mainly our goal, is to have everybody be as healthy and happy as they can while they're here.
We moved here in 2001 after spending a little over a year searching for property. We'd exhausted the Tri-County area up around Portland and just kept expanding our search. And Karen found an ad for a piece of property in Sweet Home, which brought us down here. We found this one and a couple of other ones, and this was actually our first choice based on the value that we saw here. We bought the neighborhood junkyard and have spent almost 3 years cleaning it up to the point where we could actually do something with it.
What makes the Schuellers farm unique in part is their ability to process poultry on site. They completed their 1,800 square foot processing facility in 2008. The plant is state inspected, allowing them to do custom processing. And just recently, they received their grant of inspection from the USDA, making this facility one of only 2 USDA inspected poultry plants in Oregon.
We chose to do this because I was raised on a large farm in Iowa as a kid and then went away for 30 years. I had this real urge to go back to my roots. And so I bought a small place in rural Multnomah County just to try it out, to see if it was what I thought it was like as a kid. And it was actually even better because I got to do what I wanted to do without my dad or my grandfather telling me what to do all the time. So it was kind of fun, and I raised some chickens and turkeys, and that trial worked out really well. I was there for about 3-4 years and began the search for a real ranch. And in the process of that, I knew I wanted to raise something different. And then I read an article in the Capitol Press about this fellow in Forest Grove who was raising buffalo. Boy, the lights went on. And I'm going, that's got to be for me. So, and I've always had an affinity for the Native Americans and a lot of their traditions and a lot of their reverence, I think, for the animals. So that just all kind of fit together.
The buffalo are given 45 acres to roam and graze. They are raised from birth here at the ranch and are harvested at around 2 years of age, weighing up to 1,200 pounds. The Schuellers market their meat products to restaurants, individuals, and institutions throughout the Willamette Valley. They even accept food stamps. Their goal is to provide food that is healthful and help other producers do the same.
It's really important for people to, first of all, know where their food comes from.
The other driving force behind that is we wanted healthy food. And that combination really, I think, is the major force behind what we're doing.
We try to have hands-on. I mean, we see the animals, we see our product, we are in direct contact with the product, from how it comes out of the field to how it's processed to the end user, pretty much. And that's really important to us, that people can come here and see how their food is being raised, and hopefully they can trust us and know that what we're selling is pure.
We have many people that obviously feel like we're doing something well because they benefit from it too. The end goal that we have is we hope to pass this on to a young farmer or young rancher. That's real important to us. We've invested a lot into this, and we've built it from pretty much nothing into a fairly good-sized operation, and we'd like to see somebody else be able to come along and take over what we've started and carry it on into the future. And we know that for a lot of young people that's going to be almost impossible without somebody like us handing it off. And so I think that's our ultimate goal, is to polish our little rough diamond till it glistens and then hand it off to the next generation.